What is the Self-Leadership Circle? Well, we'll discover it together. We build it together, but there's certainly principles that I want to share with you guys. And it's about learning how to become the agent of our own story. I know for myself, that's been the hardest part. It's not knowing what I'm doing wrong. It's not knowing where I can improve. It's not knowing what to do next in terms of like the right action, something that could be useful for me. It's more so, how do I do that consistently in a way that is less suffering and more life? So if you'd like to become a better self-leader with less suffering, that's like really potent, that's really good, and more life. Like I was coming around the space today and enjoying some music. I just want to show you guys how cool this place is. It's so awesome. I'm so pumped to share this place with you guys. And so I was doing some reflections, and I was like, oh, I suffer so much. And I'm like, I was listening to some of the podcasts that I did, and I'm like, oh, Julien's really heavy right now. He's feeling a heavy energy, and that's okay. I am. Lots of life transitions, and I know it's the same for you. And this is the new moon. The new moon is here, and it's the spring. The spring is here, and if you're not into woo-woo stuff, you're sick and tired of your patterns and the same thing over and over again. You just want to create. And this is why this space was created. Believe it or not, this space has been around for, well, it's been building since 2021 at the end of the year. But I've been doing small events and stuff like that, more private stuff. But now I'm opening my doors. Castle Wellness is for people who are ready to evolve and to connect with community and to connect with themselves and to learn principles that you're not going to be the same after this course. When we come together with like-minded individuals who are ready to step into the evolutionary path of the human condition. That's the people you want to be around, and you are the sum of the top 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So ask yourself, have I been hanging out with the same people for too long? And that's okay. Maybe that's family, maybe that's your small family unit, maybe it's a workspace, maybe it's nobody, maybe you're just super isolated. I don't really know. So if that needs to change, and we can all benefit from tools and strategies. Let's be real, okay? It's not about what the tool is, it's how can I look at what part of that tool I am perhaps needing to improve upon. Everybody is at one phase in their journey, and a lot of people in the group might be like, oh, well, I might not identify with other people. I might not be at the same level as other people. And it actually has nothing to do with anyone else other than you. That's the part, is anytime we're putting an excuse and placing it on someone else, for example, we're just saying, hey, this situation right now just needs to end, and once it's there, then I'll be able to move on and do this thing, and then once I go that place, I'll be able to do this, and we create these narratives, these stories that stop us from being able to start now. And I encourage you to just put that to rest. It's okay to struggle. It's not a sign of weakness. To admit that you are in a loop is difficult, but also necessary in order for you to get out. And you don't need to do it alone. The Self-Leadership Circle is a space for you to face yourself as an individual in community. And that community gives you a sense of accountability, but also you can get inspired by other people's breakthroughs. And this is a one-off group right now, but I'm actually looking for people, a small group of people who are ready to make changes, to lock into this thing. And let's build it together. I have a plan, don't worry. But, I'm happy to adjust to meet the needs of the people who come into this space. Now, I will not adjust the group for one person. But if the community is identifying an area of growth, man, I'm all for pivoting, because that's what this course is all about. This course is about learning how do I pivot and be responsive to whatever is present with me today, right now. And that's the most complicated part, because right now is ever changing, ever evolving, and we are constantly trying to catch up to the present moment because we don't have the tools and the skills to be present. We're numbing ourselves, we're isolating ourselves, we're avoiding ourselves and issues, and we don't know ourselves. We don't know a lot of things, so we have to educate ourselves, and then we get caught in these freaking silos of information, and then we've become the echo chamber that we so deeply desire to escape. And clearly I know nothing about that. So if you'd like to join me in that journey, as a registered social worker, so I can give you a receipt, and you can actually use this. This is a therapeutic group. Now, people get scared about therapy. Don't. Like, this is it, man. Like, if you're scared about therapy, that's exactly why you should do therapy. And try it out for a little while and see how you don't melt and how you can actually grow. And the people, I guess I'm talking preaching to the choir. If somebody doesn't change, they've already tuned out. If you're still listening, you're my person. You're a person like me who's willing to do the work. And you've been doing good work. You've been doing an amazing job. But it's okay to notice and have a desire for less suffering and more movement. And so please invest in yourself, try this out, we'll see where it goes. And once we have a good group of people, perhaps this will become a closed group so that it's no new people coming in. I think we can always have new people coming in. New blood is always a good idea, new perspectives, and it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Nobody's the expert. If you are the expert, this is not the course for you. We don't want people coming in and pretending like they've got all the answers. That's the first mistake. And so surround yourself with people who are aware of the problem and also accepting of that the problem is actually, understanding the problem is the start of the solution. And taking self-responsibility for the next right thing and figuring out tools and strategies so that we can actually figure out what the next right thing is. Learning how to regulate our nervous system enough to be able to do that. That is the mindfulness bootcamp. If you don't know how to regulate your nervous system and you're still needing support, or maybe it's you know how, but you're having difficulties doing it regularly so that you can actually have a conversation and you can actually end in a place of peace instead of chaos. And shit, I still need a course on that sometimes, you know, and so everyone can take this mindfulness 101 course, but the self-leadership course is for somebody who's already able to regulate their emotions, look at themselves, at least identify when they need to take a pause from their emotions and step away, and then get regulated so that they can actually do the deeper work. So we'll cover all this stuff. There's a lot to cover, and I have this amazing course I've drafted in my little book. I'm so grateful for this book. Thank you for this book, and it's been really helpful. And yeah, I'm just really pleased that I get to share this with humans who are courageous. And if you know somebody, maybe you're listening to this and you're like, wow, that sounds pretty good, but also it's just not the right timing, that's totally fine. Think of someone who could use this course. And yeah, just send them this video and say, hey, there's this crazy dude who has like frizzy hair that's kind of popping out the sides and has lots of self-judgment, but that's part of the fun, is we can identify the self-judgment and just smile and just do whatever we need to do. Anyways, and you'll get a chance to play with this cool stuff. It'll be fun. We'll get to experience and create a little bit of a good time together, and also do some deeper work, because you don't need to suffer. so much. All right.